Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. It's possible the video games we play tonight may have influenced the games that influence the games that influence the games you play right now. Why is that? Because we're going all the way back to September 1982. We were last playing Cavern Attack on the brand new Jupiter Ace microcomputer. We're playing now all the games released sometime in September 1982. Let's see what's next. Okay, well, maybe not every game is going to influence the games that you're playing today, and our first contender is Championship Blackjack on Microsoft DOS, or PC Booter, or PC DOS. Let's take a look at the box. So this one is a later release of Championship Blackjack. It was first introduced in 1982, right here, and then it was re-released later in 1987, and then re-released again in 1991. So that means it must be good. So this is one of the re-releases where it was the Load and Go software, when we're going to see later, but it's the entertainment series. It's Blackjack. I don't think we need to explain too much because we've already played Blackjack here on the show. This is our 21st Blackjack game, or games that have Blackjack in it. There's our 5 1/4 floppy disk we're going to pop in. You need an IBM graphics card. Oh, actually, you know what this is? Because it's one for a slightly later release, not the 1982 one. We don't need one of those in 1982. All right, let's pop in and play Championship Blackjack. This is by PC Software at sometime in September 1982. Oh man, that's right. You can see the copyright at the top says 1991, but this screen and everything we're looking at is from the 1992. It's the exact same thing. All right, so I just want to show you a couple things that we can do in this one. Hit F1 for options, and we got Fun Blackjack, which is a new way to play Blackjack. It's the similar rules, but they change it up, making it so the bankroll increases and changes. So it's just a different way to play Blackjack. But that's the only real thing that this adds to the Blackjack table. So we're going to go ahead and play some Fun Blackjack. And now we can add people if we want, or computer characters. I'm going to put all people in here. So we're going to start with Chrono on the end. I'm going to get a $500 bankroll. Last person in chat was Hunter's here. Hunter's got $500, and then before that was, I don't know if Chiptune would work. Maybe Chip T. And there we go, 500 for Chiptune, and then before that was Manly. Everyone's gonna play. Well, probably not, but we'll put everybody in. And then before that was Barto Man, and yeah, it doesn't fit all the way, but everybody's here, and we're ready to go. And then start the game, F10. Let's play Blackjack. We get shuffling animation and music, nice. Chrono, place your bet. I'll go in big. 100. Hunter, go in 50. Chiptune, all in. Manly, 200. And Barto Man, 100. All right, deal them out. Here's the presentation. This is okay. You know, it's getting the job done as far as a Blackjack game goes. So I got only 11. I'll go ahead and say hit. Oh, dealer strategy says to double, but I hit anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm good. I'll stay. 18, and then Hunter's up. He's hitting it. Oh, that looks pretty good. He'll stay. Now he has 20. Very nice. So you can see you work your way around and you decide on the keyboard. So if you were actually playing with human people, you'd all have to crowd around the keyboard to make your decisions. Oh, there you go. Hunter says stand. Yeah, Chiptune. Nice. All right, we'll go ahead and say hit for Chiptune. Very nice. Stay on 18. Good. And then, yeah, go ahead and hit that. Strategy says, yep, double down. And we're going to do it anyway. 21. Manly looking good. And then 16. That's a tough one. Barto Man, I didn't see anything in the chat, so we'll go ahead and say stay. Strategy says to hit. So they're giving us little tips. That's kind of nice. Oh, Barto Man did say hit. Okay. Well, let's see if the dealer did not go over. So looks like we got plenty of losses. Manly still hanging in with the 21 though. Very cool. All right, so the king right now, if you want to consider the best Blackjack out there, it's Ken Houston's Blackjack. That one is the top of the top, the cream of the crop. We gave it 3.5 stars of all the games you could play on a home computer. So Championship Blackjack is still fun. It's really not at the same level as Ken Houston's Blackjack, but honestly, if you had the very best Blackjack game, considering all the other games you could play on home computers, would you really be rating it up here in the higher range? So it was a really brief taste of Blackjack, but yeah, I'm seeing Charlie 3 stars. It's kind of difficult to rate a game that's only Blackjack, so I'm still saying around average. It's not as good as Ken Houston's, but It's all right. It's up there. Yeah. Oh, there you go, Manly. Because you're in the experience at an extra half point. Why not? All right. So after Championship Blackjack, what's next? We're now going to play Escape from the Mindmaster. This is on our Atari VCS, or it's just about to be called the Atari 2600, so you could say it interchangeably. Over on the left side is the ad for the Supercharger, because this is a Supercharger game. This one is the fifth Supercharger game we played on the show. We played the first 4 that was at launch, and this is the other one you could be buying. The Supercharger means you have a cassette tape you're going to put in that device that he's displaying, and then from that device you put in the Atari VCS and play the game. There it is, Escape from the Mindmaster. Look in the bottom left, and it's a Supercharger multi-load game. For your Atari VCS, you have to have the Supercharger unit purchased separately. So that means this game, they said it was about $15, $20 for the game, which is really cheap for a home console. Also notice that the company changes to Starpath. It used to be called Arcadia, and I have an educated guess that you can't call it Arcadia because there's a whole nother console and company out there. So we flip it over in the back. Oh, there we go. It's actually number 5, it says on the side, which means we're going to see another one at sometime in September. I'm sure that's going to take up the... Yeah, because this one is the 5th, so we're actually playing it in order. There's the whole spiel over on the right side. The Supercharger set, plug it into a cassette tape, and play cassettes on your Atari VCS. Are you smart and fast enough to escape from the maze of the Mindmaster? Realistic first-person graphics, 4 separate multi-load segments. That's right, there's 4 loading things for this game because there's 4 different levels. We got real-time clock, alien stalker, and all these special features. Solve the maze you're trapped in, find the stairs, move up to the next level. Use skill and agility to pass the Mindmaster's tests. So it has a lot of stuff. It even explains on the back how to plug it in and play. Let's see what else we have for Escape from the Mindmaster. Oh, there we go. We got the cleaned up box. The front of the box, though, you got to admit, is pretty cool. Very well done marketing. And then besides the box itself, we have the ads you would have seen in magazines at the time, showing off the Supercharger. So hopefully you bought that and have played a few of the games on it, because there are some really good games for a home console on this little peripheral. And then this one is another one that's really, really good. Match the wits with the Mindmaster. Oh, it says new for 1983. So this is also for the 1983 ad. Cool. And there's the cassette that you would actually have inside the box. I know, right? It was a hit a long time ago. All right, so besides that, there was another box that I think this is the one that contains just the cassette inside. Yeah, there we go, with an example of the screenshot. Oh, you have? Great. Okay, here we go. Here's the manual for Escape from the Mindmaster. It first shows off how to use the Supercharger. You got to make sure you know what to do. Rewind the tape. If you're familiar with consoles, we want cartridges. So most people have no idea what to do with a cassette tape to play. But here on Chronologically Gaming, we've played hundreds and hundreds of games that were on cassette tape. So no big deal of how to load it. This is going to just be able to pop it and play anyway. So after we do all the loading, then the situation is you've been abducted, kidnapped, snatched from your sleep right out of your bed, right in your own hometown. Nobody could stop him. His proton beam made you glow like a Christmas tree. A few seconds later, you disappeared. You never even woke up until now. You slowly awaken. Surrounding you are giant walls, smooth as glass, endless corridors with no apparent escape. It sounds almost like an episode from Star Trek. As you explore your strange prison, you encounter various games. You realize that these games are tests of your intelligence, memory, coordination, and reflexes. It slowly dawns on you that you're the subject of an incredible experiment. Then you realize that you're not alone. The Mindmaster looms above you, watching your every move. You must use all your brain power you possess. Not only to be able to solve the maze, but to preserve the honor of the human race. That's how big the game is. So to escape, you have to pass through a series of 6 mazes. Each maze is more difficult than the last. The first 5 mazes have problems to solve, and the last one is something special. I have no idea what the something special is. Has anyone made it to the 6th maze? Drop me a line and let me know. So it has a multi-load feature part of the cassette. Load 1 is mazes 1 and 2, and then load 2 is 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6, and then your final evaluation is at the end. And then make sure it's saying to stop the tape. So very complicated loading for a home console for Escape from the Mindmaster. So here's the clues to the maze. This is an example of the screenshot. It shows, it calls it a human's eye view, because first-person perspective wasn't a popular way to say these kind of games. But it's a 3D maze. This is a 3D maze game. This is how the maze looks from where you stand. The maze approaches, recedes in 3D perspective. And then number 2 is showing us what the puzzle peg looks like. You're going to be picking those up and putting them inside of holes. And then the maze map is in the center. So you get a map from the top down, and it shows you and also radar view of yourself. Then you have a direction finder showing you which area you're facing, and then chances, which is your lives, how many chances you have left. You have 2 ways to lose chances. One is to bump into an alien stalker, and then the other one is to run into the sliding force field, which you won't find until maze 2. And then they have the score countdown. So the faster you get these done, the faster you use your mind, then you'll be able to pass to the next maze and get more points. So it shows us how to move through the maze. This one is a whole new experience on a home console. We're going to use our Atari VCS joystick to move around. We have one-way doors in maze 4, and then later there's going to be everything's 2-way in the beginning, but when you get from maze 4 on, some doors only go one way, so you have to make your way through an even more complicated maze. And it shows us an example of the diagram that you'll see from the top-down view. To pass this test, look at this. You got, oh, by the way, inside you have smaller tests that are like special tests whenever you go inside the game. So there's even games within a game, mini games within a game, way, way ahead of its time. So they have these mini tests you'll find, agility tests, reflexes, recalls, dexterity, and coordination, and it shows you how to play those. And it even shows some special features. It uses the difficulty switches if you need to. You can switch the difficulty switch to give you more chances from 5 to 9, and then you can also speed up the alien stalker or make him slow down. And then it shows you how to start a new game up and load it up. It's going to take a while to load, at least getting the cassette to load. But we don't have to deal with any of that. So you can see if we go to the different versions, it has all the different parts of the mission. It's time to pop it and play Escape from the Mindmaster. This is by Dennis Caswell of Starpath Corporation at sometime in September 1982. Here we go. All we get is this splash screen right from the beginning. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is our 128th Atari VCS game. This is the 120. We played 128 Atari games, and this one's a good one to count down from there. Here we go. Let's go ahead and push our reset, and we're in. We have a tone that tells us where the enemy is going to be coming from. So we're being chased around the maze, but look at how I travel. I get this not flip screen view. It's actually doing like a pseudo scroll. Wow. I can't believe how good this is. And this is on a home console. I'm just going to move around the maze just to be amazed at how cool this is. Can I pick up the... Oh, these are all the holes. So we got a square peg there, and then we got a hole, the wing hole, and then we have that one there. So the beeping that you hear in the background is kind of our radar. That's letting us know where the enemy is going to be coming at us. So we got another peg there, and then there's the wing, so I can go put the wing in the wing hole. There we go, yeah. So you're filling in the pegs, putting, you know, this square peg in the round hole, that kind of thing. I can't believe this. I had no idea this was... I never had the supercharger. So on the Atari VCS, this is blowing my mind. After playing every single game since the beginning of time, just to put it in context, this is a 3D maze game, and we played 20 of them. This is the 20th 3D maze game, but there has been none on a home console. For the very first 3D maze game, of all the 20 we've seen across every system, majority of them on home computers, this is running better and smoother than the majority of most of them. The only one I can consider that'd be close to this would be, like, look at this. I can move, I don't have to, I can't believe how fast it is. Because even Spectre was doing this, but it was doing it on a small window as a split screen. This is a full screen maze game. There's not a lot of action, like shooting and things like that, but just moving around the maze, I'm blown away at how smooth this is. Yeah. And how they shaded the walls, yeah, it does a great job for it. All right, I'll go ahead and pick up, let's see, do we have a square? No, we got the round hole. Oh, there's the square one. Okay, we'll go ahead and take care of that one. So pick up the square, make our way over here, put it in that one. So looking good. Now we just need, I'm just examining the maze. So we got this one for, okay, so we got the circle hole, and so this side has the circle hole. So I just need to keep track of where things are. And then I have that peg to pick up, which will probably be on the other side. But we also have to traverse past the door to where the enemy is. So here you go, let's turn and go in the door, and now we're going to be possibly attacked. Let's see. Alright, looking good. I'm in the inner room now. I don't see anybody in here. And this is our mini game. I just turned the corner and look, check this out. I'm now in a mini game where I'm supposed to dodge something from one of the walls. So in a way, it reminds me of Ken Kalish's computer game, not the Phantom Slayer, the one before that had you going in a room and it would just give you a picture of a puzzle or show you a puzzle. This one is changing it from a puzzle to an action sequence. And you're just supposed to dodge this. All I'm doing is moving left and right, but this is amazing. It's a mini game, it's a game inside of a game. This is so rare. I don't know how long I'm going to last, though. It's getting more and more intense. The Mindmaster has my mind, and he's melding it. How long does this last? Am I just getting more bonus points? I think that's all it is. It's just a time waster, right? I can't believe it. Oh! Oh, you got a piece of me? Okay, so it's letting me have hits. Okay, so it's not, like, instant. There we go. And it gives us our points. It gets added up. There you go. So look at that. And then we're just right back in the main game. What is going on? I can't believe it. All right, so nothing in that door. That's the exit, I think. All right, so there's the hole for the peg we need to get. So let's see if we can make our way all the way back to where the peg was. Exit this door. And then go back over here. Let's go ahead and pick up the peg that we have. It should be there. There it is. And then... Now, we haven't seen the little robot guy that follows us around yet, but he's coming around here somewhere. Oh, and there's the circle peg. Let's pick that one up, and we can go put it back in the circle hole. So you see what the first maze is like, and this is just one, and there's 6 mazes? That's so fun. I can't believe it. All right, so where's that circle hole? There it is. Okay, we're doing good. We almost filled up all the holes, so this room's done. We don't have to come back in this one. Now we just got to go over to the other side where the danger lurks. Oh, there he is. See at the end of the hallway? He disappeared. There he is. So don't let him touch you, but he's just patrolling the outside right now. It's this little cute robot. So nothing scary like 3D Monster Maze or Phantom Slayer. There's nothing that's going to come at us like that. All right, so let's make our way around this side. I'll go in this door. Okay, so we're back in the same room we were before. Did we solve the whole thing? I think that's the last one. Let's see if we can go through the door. We did it! Yes! So we did solve that. That was all of the pegs in the right holes. So now we're on maze number 2, where it's all red. Gosh, looks evil. Like we're in hell. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we got on this one. This one, I think, is just make it to the exit. Wow, I'm blown away, though. We played so many 3D maze games on computers that this one is... It's the best. It's full screen, scrolling smoothly. It's so fun. Oh, another mini game. Which one's this one? Oh, this one is matched to the symbol. So I'm having to go the opposite direction of the symbol. Got it. How long can I last? So it's not like really like Simon. It's more like just can you... Yeah. It's not moving the joystick in the way you want to go. It's the opposite direction. So you just have to move it in the opposite way. Oh, now it's switched to the right way. So now I'm actually moving to the right arrow and trying to get as far as I can. And there you go. It timed out. How many could I do? And I did 11, so I got those points. And then you go right back in the game. It's a mini game. It's amazing. Alright, so we have another peg. Alright, I won't pick it up until I know for sure. Because once you pick it up, then you have to. It's good to find the hole that it goes in. Alright, making our way through the different rooms here. This one's a more complicated maze. I can already see the difference between the two. Alright, so there's the same peg from before. We'll make our way out to the main hallway. Where's our buddy? Oh! Oh, there he is! And you can see I switched the difficulty switch on our Atari VCS to add more lives or more turns. So we only have, we had 9, so we're down to 8, so we can play for a long time. Alright, let's go in this back room and see. Oh, what is this? Oh, these are the barriers. So cool. It's like force fields we have to pass by. Okay, nice and easy. Oh, I touched the edge of it. You gotta wait for it to completely remove. So there's another turn down. I want to go back to that room and see if I can pass the force fields. There they are. Oh, it had a little sliver, and it still counts. All right, so let's go. I want to do that again. I gotta pass the force fields. Nice and easy. There it is. And then we make our way here. Oh, so it's just a room to the other side. Got it. It's another title that's really difficult to showcase because any 3D game, it's kind of hard to tell where when you're watching someone play where they're moving. But if you have the joystick in your hand, it makes a lot more sense. But this one does an admirable job moving through space. You know I'm moving forward, and I feel sorry for all the people that have watched since the beginning. The 3D maze games usually were a panel, and sometimes it had load times or draw in, and you had no idea which way I was turning. This one, you're starting to get an idea of what's happening. Like, I'm moving down a hallway, now I'm moving back. You can experience me moving the joystick in the video game. So it's going to get better and better here on out, that's for sure. Yeah, we haven't seen the way out for this one yet. Man, that's a lot of fun. I'm going to have to stop there. You see the idea, though. It is multiple mazes, multiple challenges. It's mini games, and it's one of the smoothest 3D maze games ever, and it's the only one. There's no 3D maze games on any home console. This is the only one of all the ones we've seen. Yeah, Bartleman's thrown out 5. I got to say, it's one of the best games you could play on a home console. If it's not 4.5, I could definitely see it as 5 stars. Just because they're already pushing the boundaries of what a home console can do, and it's just so much fun. I see Charlie saying 4. Manly, yes. Maxing out the tech for sure. Yeah. Yeah. For console, it's 5. Yeah, I'm going to have to say 5. Of all the games you can play right now on a home console, Escape from the Mindmaster is one of the best. It's so good. That's right, Charlie. That's what we need. That's going to be a lot later, though. I know. I kind of felt that way whenever we were doing the barriers, like the closing walls of that game that you speak of, but I'll pretend that I don't know what game that is. All right, so that was Escape from the Mindmaster. Man, oh man, very surprising. I couldn't believe that one existed. So cool. All right, let's see what's happening next. We're now going to the United Kingdom to play on our Dragon 32, and this is Circus Adventure. An adventure, we love those. So here's the box for Circus Adventure. It's a fun game which familiarizes the younger child with computer use and logic. It sounds fun. Oh, I mean, it's 4 to 8 years old? Oh, okay, we're not going to play too long of this one then. Yeah, this one, anything young adults is going to go over very fast. So there's our Spanish version at the front of the box if you were in Spain, and then the cassette. We're going to pop into play Circus Adventure. Here we go. This is by Dragon Data at sometime in September 1982. Yes, we need some more logic in our life, right? We are totally skipping by. There it is. Welcome to the Circus. This game should not be confused with Circus, which is another adventure game that we're going to be seeing first on the TRS-80 before we end the year. And to tell you the truth, the copy of this game and where I found everything, they had it mixed up. So there were a few databases that had this game and the Circus game mixed up. But I got it all cleared out. This is the beginner's adventure game. An object is to get to the popcorn stand in the fewest number of moves. To decide what direction you want to go, press the first letter. Good luck. All right. We'll need it. We're at the entrance. Do you want to go east or west? Cool. It's the easiest text adventure ever. Let's go west. Oh, did we die? We're now at the trapeze. Cool. So it's a graphic adventure game, but for younger audience. Do you want to go up or down on the trapeze? Let's go up. All we're doing is making simple decisions. We're now near the strong man. I'm guessing that you would be mapping this out if you were a kid to play. Do you want to go east or west from the strongman? Let's go east. They are keeping it entertaining, though, changing up the screen. We're now on the tightrope. Am I supposed to hit something? Do you want to go up or down on the tightrope? Let's go down the tightrope. We're now in the famous blue tent. Yeah, this would have to be mapped out, right? It's got to be, Errol. It's got to be. Do you want to go north or south? Let's go north. Or we're back at the entrance. So if you did map it out, you'd figure out, oh, okay, I did a roundabout way of just going right back at the beginning where I had before. Graphically, it's actually okay for an adventure game because it's entertaining. Very, very simple, though, and very, very short. It's meant for a younger audience, so I can't really rate it any higher than 1.5. It's bad. If you think of all the other games you could be playing on a home computer, there's so many graphic adventure games out there, so many incredible ones that we've seen so far. So I'm gonna have to say bad. Yeah, Chiptune's already down there with 1. So I'll say 1.5 stars. It is entertaining, and it's also for a different demographic, but everything else out there, there's way better adventure games. All right, after that, where are we going now? It's time to play Clowns and Balloons on the TRS-80 Color computer, or the 80 Micro if you don't want to say the Coco. I like to say the Coco. It's a good one. Let's take a look at the box. Clowns and Balloons. We've already seen this one on the Atari home computer in June 1982, and we gave it 4 stars. It was pretty good. Let's see what it's like on the Coco. So the front of the box, this one we're going to be playing is the cartridge version of Clowns and Balloons. And this is what the cartridge looks like. Oh, first we have what you see in magazines for the Radio Shack. TRS-80 Color computer. Check it out. And some of the games down there, Monster Maze, Megabug. We haven't seen Megabug yet. It's coming up. Shooting Gallery haven't seen yet, and then Microbe. So yeah, those are some fun ones. And then there is another ad for the full spread with the joysticks that we're going to be playing with, because this one is a ball and paddle game. It's like Clowns and Circus. So it's really great to play on the TRS-80 because you have that nuanced control. It's kind of like a paddle. So really cool there. And there's some kids that are having a great time playing Canyon Climber. And there's the cartridge we're going to pop in and play on our Coco. It almost does. The box art is pretty simplistic. And we also have the manual for Clowns and Balloons. Not too much explaining we need to have. The game is white balloons are appearing in rows. Oh, they have it in rhyme. Can you guess where this is leading? Can you guess what you must do? Yes, we know the answer because we played plenty of games like this. Shows us how to start this up. We need 16K to play this one. Right-handed joystick to play, and then I think it's a one-player only game. Right joystick? Yeah, only one joystick. So when we played on the Atari, it was 2-player, but it was alternate play. And then we have all the different levels you want to play, 1, 3, or 2. Press the fire button to get going. And then, yeah, the whole manual is in rhyme. So they're telling us a song as if we were clowns, I guess. And then scores for the balloons we pop. There you go. And then we also have bonuses and advanced play if you're an expert. And then when you want to end the game, you hit the break key like we do here on Chronologically Gaming. All right, let's pop in that cartridge and play Clowns and Balloons. This is Stephen Bjork of Data Soft. Data Soft? Yes. There we go. Get the circus theme going. All right, so let's select the level we want, or just push the button on your joystick. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Yes, look at that. Yeah, it feels like paddle controls. So cool. I'd love to know, did they have an official paddle that you played on the Coco? Or because the controller was analog, they didn't need a paddle? Yeah, because this one feels, yeah, so smooth. Buttery smooth. So we first saw this in the arcades called just Circus, and then later it was released by another company called Clowns, but the Clowns, or the Circus Clowns variant, is essentially just Breakout. You're essentially breaking balloons instead of blocks. And this one is our 13th variant of this game. Not Breakout, just we played 13 Clowns and Balloons, or Clowns and Circus games. Oh, okay, so not official ones. Gotcha. All right, I want to get in the zone playing on the analog joystick. Finish a whole row and you get the bonus. There it is. Music's done very well. I have no other... nothing happens when I use the button on the joystick. But for an arcade game, this is very well done. We said this when we were playing on the Atari, that it's amazing that we can go home and play games that look like the arcade. So this is looking and playing as if you were playing in the arcade. But the arcade just keeps making better and better games. And so the battle continues. Can we get that monkey? Get the monkey! Oh, I guess not. I guess he's just staring at us. Oh, we played way more Breakout than just the Circus Clowns. Tons and tons of them. It's going to take me a long time to get that last one, right? Oh, they already speeded up really fast. Because at every jump, you're supposed to be... You're getting higher and higher. Thanks, Curtis. Appreciate it. So there you go. It is Circus or Clowns. It's clowns and balloons. Now, the presentation and the way it's controlled is very well done. I don't know if I can give it the same rating I gave it on the Atari home computer. Had a little bit more a music sound that was pushing a little higher, but so I'm thinking probably 3.5 stars of all the games so far on a home computer. Bartlemain's saying 3.5 as well. Yeah. Yes, it does. It didn't have that one, and we played variants that had an ambulance with that kind of charming presentation. I love it. Yeah. Needs the seesaw. Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, if you don't like the game, definitely rate it even lower than that, because you have to think of all the stuff you could be playing on a home computer. If your genre is a totally different one, then yeah, you would rate it low. But I'll say of everything so far, 3.5 stars for a home computer. So that's Clowns and Balloons. Where are we going now? We're going back to the United Kingdom to play on our Sinclair ZX Spectrum. This is Colony. Just Colony. And this one originally showed up in the Spectrum Handbook, so it was a type-in game, and then it was re-released. So we're going to be playing the re-release of Colony, but I couldn't find any other artwork or any information about this published. It's apparently a commercial release. Yeah, we could be playing on tape or from a snapshot. Let's pop it and play the cassette tape for Colony. This is by Softtech Software at some time in the third quarter of 1982. There we go, Softtech. Yeah, thanks, Earl. All right. What's Colony? Using some of the character graphics of the ZX Spectrum. Well, modified character graphics. Simply going to play. Very nice. To play Colony, enter the coordinates of the position and rule the colony. Whenever the alien has a human on either side, they become the human. Okay, so we're going to be going humans against the aliens, it looks like. And if you can't move, you can do stalemate. All right, press any key to start. We're ready to go. There it is, our move. We're the humans. So if I want to go 3-6, does that mean I would cover over? Yeah, there you go. So a colony is essentially Reversi or Othello, but it's done in a sci-fi theme. So we're not playing with a bunch of pieces, black and white. We get to play as people. All right, so let's do 3-4 for sure. Yeah, there we go. We want to have the human race destroy what looks like the ghost of Pac-Man. Let's do 6-5. Get it in there. Yeah, you want to get the corners. If you can get they're already going for the corners, so they're playing it smart. Can we go 1-4? Does it let us? It does. Nice. Yeah, the cool theme, though. Of all the Reversi Othello clones we played so far, this one is our 20th, but none of them have done a sci-fi theme. The Reversi and Othello has all been strict, let's make a board game, but this one's having fun with it, so I like that. Very fun. All right, there you go. So for all the games you can play right now, it's Reversi and Othello, and it's having you type it in. We played other ones on consoles and on some on computers that have the interface where you can just move things around and select where you want to put it instead of having to type it in. So I still have to say bad of all the games so far. Charlie Chuck's with me with 2 stars. It's bad, but it's the best of the bad. Colony's all right. It's not too bad. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, still 2. I'm seeing more 2s in the chat. All right, let's see what the next title is. We are flying through the releases sometime in September 1982, and we're back on the Coco. Here's Color Golf 3. Now, the original was just called Color Golf, and eventually it had some re-releases and eventually turned into Color Golf 3. We're just going to go ahead and check out the 3rd iteration. Here's the ad you would have seen by Tom Mix Software at the time, and there it is, Color Golf. Sit down at your computer and play 9 or 18 holes. Outstanding graphics in the fairway or on the green. Helps your game. Oh, it helps your golf game? Is that what it's supposed to do? Only $17, and you need 32K to play. And then another one also, there's Color Golf. Sit at your computer and play the game with an ad for Donkey King right above it. Yes, Donkey King. I mean, most people hopefully bought Donkey King rather than Color Golf because Donkey King is the king of Donkey Kong right now. Oh yeah, and there's an example of the screenshot. But that's all we got. No official box. And for manual, we just have another ad. Yeah, or actually, this might be this is the best manual that we can get for Color Golf. How to load the game, and then it asks you what hole, or actually says you first what kind of a club you want, and you push W for wood, I for iron, and then choose the number, like 1 through 4 or 1 through 9 for the iron, or sandwich. How would you select sandwich? You have to type the whole thing in. But then you say which direction you want the ball to go, and they're using the directions of the clock, just like the ones we saw in the ZX81 and ZX Spectrum, which was like graphical golf or spectrum golf. So you have to think of a clock, send it the way you want, and then I don't see power. I think you just say what direction, and the golf club is determining what kind of power it is. There you go. So bare bones manual. Here you go. Let's pop it and play Color Golf 3. This is by J. Hope or Hoppy of Tom Mix Software at sometime in September 1982. Let's run. Run golf. Yes, that's right, Hunter. Donkey King is king. If there was an ad like that, I'd be buying Donkey King and not golf. Color golf. Everything on the color computer, everything's color. Color golf. There you go. Tom Mix Software presents color. Just color, but it's all in green. Oh, Golf 3. There you go. You can see the bottom left said 1991 because that's when the third iteration came out. Do we want instructions? Yeah, give us some instructions. Normal rules of the game of golf apply. From the tee, you're allowed to use a club, so you pick W. Okay, so S is for chipping. And then you can use anything except one wood and low irons, often difficult to hit in the rough and traps. Oh, they're giving some golf tips. After you do that, you push the club type and then the direction, 3 o'clock being the right side display. Be slow and deliberate with the direction entry, and you can use backspace. You'll have to choose distance and direction. So there it is, distance and direction, and then the backspace to make corrections. Be slow and deliberate. So be careful before you put the answer in. Another look? No. We don't need another look. We're golf pros for home computers here. How many are in your group? Oh, that's cool. So we can have, I think up to 4 can play graphical golf. So I'll do it again. Let's put some people from the chat in. I got all 4 people in the group. How many holes do we want to play? I want to say 18, but we're not going to play all 18. And you can also print your score on the printer, you know, like the golf sheet. I'm going to say no. That's cool. You can do that. And here we go. Name a golfer number 1. Chrono. Last person in chat was Hunter. Before that was Errol. And before that was... Who was before that? Before that was Manly. And I think we have all 4. There we go. Okay. That's it. Here we go. So the first person's up to Chrono. You select your club. So you say W, and it has wood, and you push enter. And then you put the number. I want 1 wood. And then which direction am I going to hit this? So I'm going to try, 2.75. Let's see. And hit enter. There it is. So you don't really see the ball go. It makes a line across, and I landed in the sand trap. Darn. I don't see wind. But next up is Hunter. We'll go again, wood, hit enter, number, 1, enter, and then direction. If 2.75 didn't work, let's try just doing 3 and see what happens. Okay, right outside the sand trap. Nice. Then Errol's up next. Same thing, we'll do wood, 1 wood, and then direction. So we played other golf games that were very kind of similar to this, but it allowed you to say the power. But doing that, it felt like we were playing an artillery variant, you know, saying what angle and power we want the direction to go. This one feels more like a golf game. Plus, we're also seeing something to show where it goes instead of just blinking into existence. If you think those are ugly colors, you need to see the rest of the games that came out around this time. This is actually pretty good for a home computer. All right, so direction for arrow. Let's try 2.1, and maybe that won't go out of bounds. Oh, it did. Darn. Yep, it's in the rough. Oh, okay, Manly's up again. Let's go 1 wood, enter. It does feel like we're golfing on Mars. I love it. All right, direction for Manly. Let's do 2. Let's do 3 again. 3.1. What happens there? There it is. Nice. Okay, so everyone does theirs. Then Manly goes, looks like whoever's the furthest away. All right, so let's do iron next. Let's try a 9 iron. And send the... And see, you're determining your power or how far the ball's going to go based on what club you choose. So now let's see what direction we want. Let's say a solid 2. Okay, nice. Made it there. And then Errol's up next. Let's have Errol go, I don't know, wood in the rough? I don't think it's the best one. I think we should have done a sand wedge. All right, so direction, let's head 5 o'clock. Will that make it inbounds? Yeah, no, it didn't go nearly far enough. Yep, still in the rough. Okay, Hunter's up next. Let's go with iron. Let's make it a 5 iron. And let's have him hit a 2. Oh, there we go. Is he on the green? Yeah, ball's on the green. So Hunter made it on the green. Arrow's up, still out of bounds. Let's try the... Was it sandwich? Yeah, there we go. And send the sandwich going 4 o'clock. Will that make it in? Okay, he's back on. That's rough when you're in the rough. But now I'm in the sand, so I'm going to go ahead and do sandwich from here. And then what direction? Imagine playing this with actual multiple people, because I'm here solo. That means you'd be hot seating back and forth, sending the directions you want for the club. Would it be considered a party game in 1982? I don't know for sure. All right, so what direction do we want? Let's go 2. Get me out of the sand. Oh, I think I landed back in the sand. Yeah, I'm still in the sand trap. So Chrono's still up. Give me the sandwich again. Get out of the sand. 2. And hit it out. So we're getting some kind of indication that we leave with that line. All right, so Chrono's going again. I'll do iron. Let's do 9 iron. And do a 2 again. Will that make me on the green? Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so Chrono's on the green. And I think we have to wait for everybody. Yeah, Errol's up next. Let's do again iron. And let's do a 8 iron. And give me a 4. Oh, barely. Is that the green? It is. Okay, so Errol's on the green. Now Manly's up. Go for a sandwich. This close. Or pitch it in. And then do a 2. That should be on the green. Is it? Oh my gosh, barely on the green. I could do it again. Sandwich. And do a 2. There it is. So everyone's on the green now. What happens after we're on the green? Keep carts off the green. Nice touch. Look at this. And then it zooms into the green or flips to this next screen. Very cool. Oh, that's true. You could just tell people the command. So if we had prepared this, everyone in the chat that's here for the live stream, you could just tell me your score and rating, but you have to be more familiar with the game, how far the clubs are going to go and things like that. But still fun. All right, I'll stop it there. We won't finish the entire hole, but you can kind of see how that works. Now, let me put this in perspective with everything so far on a home computer. So this is the 15th golf game. I'm talking 15 golf games across every single platform ever. And I guess we should say 14 because Preppy was golf, but you weren't really playing golf in Preppy. So this is the 14th video game where we're playing golf. On the home computer, this, I would say, is a really, really good game for a golf game. Everything else out there, like Spectrum Golf or Course of Shots, and then Challenge Golf on the Atari home computer, 4 on the Apple II, and then the Type in-game Golf on MS-DOS, and all those games for home computers, they're okay, but this one actually works really well for the golf game. If you want to play good golf, you need to go to a home console. And Color Golf is well done for a golf game for a home computer. The still contender for the very best golf ever for any video game is still Pro Golf, Data East in the arcade. That's still the top. But I still say for Color Golf, around average, 3 stars for all the games you could play right now. Oh, there you go, 3.5 says Curtis. Yeah, so it's still average for a golf game. And I would say still fun and well done. Yeah, I'll even bump it up. 3.5 stars. It sounds good. Yeah, I'm seeing the other chats, 3.5 there. So all those titles, though, I still consider this better than 4 on the Apple II. Better than Golf Challenge on the Atari home computer. It's great. Hey, thanks, AJ. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll say 3.5 stars. Hey, throwing money into the chat is not going to influence the star rating for video games, but I do appreciate it. All right, so there you go. Color Golf 3, the best way to play golf on any home computer right now. How about that? All right, let's press forward and see our next game. We're back on the Dragon 32. This is Danger Island. I am not familiar with Danger Island. Anyone hear of Danger Island? I have not. There it is, an adventure game in which you fight your way through many obstacles to escape. It's from Software for All. Do we have anything else for Danger Island? There's the cassette tape. We're going to pop in our Dragon 32 to play with a very green shot. Here it is. Let's play some Danger Island. This is by R. Dunn. Software for All at sometime in September 1982. This one is only on the Dragon 32. This is not on the Coco, even though that green screen may confuse you. Here you go. Let's do this. We're speeding this up because we're not going to wait forever for these to load. Danger Island. Do you require instructions? Oh, yes. There is no walkthrough again for another dragon game, at least none that I could find. All right, so to move about the island, you use north, south, east, or west. You can also look in and out, up and down. Okay, got it. So it's an adventure game. If you see the ground, there is followed by an object. You may have to try to obtain the object using command get, like get lamp. Okay, so it's a 2-word text parser. If you want to, if you've had enough, then use quit. Quit. We're probably going to have enough of this very fast. There are many other commands can be used, but it is for yourself to work out as the need arises, and it will. See, the game's even taunting us already. If you want to review instructions, you can. Pressing instructions. Got it. We're ready to start our journey on Danger Island. What is your name? Chrono. Hit any key, Chrono. Since you asked nicely. Your objective is find the treasure chest and escape with it from the island. There will be many obstacles to overcome during your stay. Chrono, when you're ready, push enter. So this one is a classic adventure. I'm talking like adventure, mainframe adventure games that spawn, Colossal Cave Adventure. This one is go find a treasure and then come back. That's the whole point. There's a village green in the center is a well. There's a forest to the west. The main road across the island runs north and south. On the ground, there is a ladder. Let's try it out. Get ladder. Any time now? Get ladder? Okay. It took that long to get the ladder. Oh my goodness. This is 32K. This is the Dragon 32. Why is it taking so long to get a ladder? All right, look. I love the game just says look ladder or get ladder. Wait a second. Okay, you got the ladder. All right, we're back on the village green. In the center's a well. So we have an island that runs north and south. Let's head south. There's a market. There's many lovely things on show. There's a sign saying antidote for only 2 gold coins. There's a gap in the hedge to the west. On the ground, there's a gold statue. Ooh, get that statue. And then it's going to wait a sec. Get the statue? Hold on one sec. I knew we shouldn't have tried that statue. It was the native's idol. You're now being cooked in the cooking pot, and it's getting hotter. Can we use the ladder to get out of the pot? Wait a sec. Give it a moment. I know, slow. I can't look how... Well, I shouldn't be surprised at how slow it is. We've seen other adventure games like this. You can't. You shouldn't have tried to take the statue. It's getting hotter. It looks like we're going to be cooked. What about out? Because they said out was a command. I know, Curtis, why is it taking this long? I need all the developers that are here in the chat to tell me why it's taking that long. That's it. I'm going to do it. Eat self. We're in the pot. We're cooking. Well, let's see how we taste. It's taking so long, though. I'm amazed. You can't. You're boiling to death. What a way to go. And they should have said water way to go. Goodbye, Chrono. And goodbye, Danger Island. Of all the games you could be playing right now, we should give some of these games their due. Here on the show, we don't play adventure games enough to really warrant a large rating, because we play the first experience. What's the first experience you're going to have with this adventure game? And I got to say, it's bad. Of all the games so far, I'm down here in the 1.5 star rating. And you've seen Chiptune's throwing out 1. Why spend the time on this? We got other games to play. We need to move forward through time playing video games, not wasting our time on the Dragon 32. Yeah, I'm with you. It takes way too long. I'm seeing the... Yes, 2. I'm going to even be less kind. I'm going to say 1.5. It's bad, and it's really bad. Danger Island. There's better adventure games you can be playing and computer games out there than this. All right, with that, let's see what's next.
Here are the controls of an Atari.
Here we go. Let's play some Deadly Duck. That sounds more up our alley. On the Commodore VIC-20. It's the release of Deadly Duck. We've already played this on the Atari VCS. And so just recently, too. So this is the from Atari VCS to a home computer, because this was by 20th Century Fox. And all the games on 20th Century Fox for the Atari VCS were done by Sirius Software. So, hey, Sirius, put it on a home computer, why don't you? So here it is on the VIC-20. The front of the box looks really similar to the VCS. Yep, same thing, 6 levels of play. This is the VIC-20 version by Jeremy A. Jones, and the original was done by Ed Hodap. So there it is. Hard to see the scan, but it's going to play hopefully exactly like the Atari VCS version. Yeah, Deadly Duck again. More Deadly Duck. There's the cartridge we're going to pop in our VIC-20 to play with an example of the screenshot. Yikes. And this one we have only the PAL version, so we're going to pop in the cartridge to play Deadly Duck by Jeremy A. Jones and Sirius Software at sometime in September 1982. Oh man, look, it looks almost like we're playing a lower resolution version of the one on the Atari VCS here on the VIC-20. But hey, it looks all right, and it's pretty smooth for the VIC-20. Does it just go with a push of a button? It does. Oh, we got a duck sound too. So it's dropping down, if you forget the lore of Deadly Duck, those are crabs at the top of the screen, and they are dropping down, I think, bricks to block our path. We have a little duck fart every time we fire the gun, which is a nice touch. I don't remember that on the VCS. But I do know this one came out afterwards. It was the VCS first and then the VIC-20. Okay, and then we have... Oh, they got us. They got dragonflies. They're making a barrier to block us. The game's already sped up considerably. I'm amazed at how fast it's going now. And every time we finish the level, we move to the next one. And if you get trapped under the dragonflies, they have this, like, spread shot that drops down on you. It's brutal. But all you gotta do is get rid of the crabs. The dragonflies are just in your way. And if they drop down the bricks eventually disappear. That's those yellow things that look like gold bars. Are you using your imagination yet? But it's a fixed shooter. We're just shooting vertically. I only got one shot at a time. Very akin to playing Space Invaders. But don't hit the dragonflies. If you do, then they spray, that, down, death. But see, look at this barrier. They're across the whole thing. And when we played this on the Atari VCS, they gave us game options like the Atari VCS games usually do. But I ended up starting the game up on one of the harder difficulties, or one of the later levels. So it was really, really hard. It was like this. This is like when we played on the Atari VCS. I know, one shot at a time. And how are you supposed to aim through those dragonflies? Wait, is the game talking to us? I think I heard something. Let me turn this up. Now I want to see. Let's die. I want to hear the duck talk. I think the duck said something. Just drop all the bricks on me. Oh, one more. Come on, one more brick. Kill me. Oh, okay. It's just a quack. So that's all it is. Nothing and nothing more. So there you go. That's Deadly Duck. Of all the games you can be playing on a home computer, this competition's even steeper than it was on the Atari VCS. I still got to say it's bad. There's better shooters, there's better arcade-style games on home computers, and we did play this on the VCS, and we considered it like a bargain bin title. So Deadly Duck, I still say, is a bad title. Ross says 3.5. Oh, very generous for everything else so far. On home computers, though, we've seen quite a bit of good shooters. Bartleman saying 2, Charlie Chuck, yeah. 2 or 2.5, that's kind, but the competition's even more fierce for a home computer, so I'll say 2 stars for Deadly Duck. It's all right. It gets the job done for a shooter, and it does give you that controller works, button works to play the game. You don't have to type anything on the computer. So if you look in the commercial on the left side, it's like we're getting to play the computer like it was a console. 2 1/4, Errol, very nice. Sweet. All right. Well, that's where we got to put our video game playing on pause. Hit the break key or hit start if you're on a home console. Tune in next episode for some more games on our Dragon 32, the Sharp MZ series of computers, and the Commodore 64. And is that Frogger tilted on its side? That's it for today, and like I always say, it's just going to keep getting better and better. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we missed any games along the way. This video would not be possible without Launchbox, RetroArch, and MAME. Tell all your friends there's some crazy guy named Chronologically Gaming trying to play every single video game. We have links down below that'll send you to places like our Discord and Patreon, and one that says all the video games we've ever played. If you go there, it's a list of everything, and you can click right to the game you want to see. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We are perpetually retro, and we will catch you next time.